Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Craft the World. And on this episode, we are going to be continuing where we left off. Now, I did do a little bit of housekeeping stuff. I went ahead and made sure, all my food and water was, fully up to par. It was restocked completely. This guy just came over here and took a little bite out of it. That's why there's a few things missing there. But, I also had them come out here and get some wood, chop all of that down. This one actually just grew in the last few seconds. And I did come down here and try to build the elevator unit directly underneath this one, and it worked. It allowed me to build it right here. Unfortunately, what it did was stop the elevator from coming down all the way. It actually stopped right above it, and then they could take the elevator right here, get out, and then crawl straight down through it and get into the next one. So I went ahead and just decided to move it over, just slightly, and have them, take the elevator unit from here straight up. I think that guy was trying to build the torch that I just put down, that I took the thing from. But yeah, they can actually take this straight down here, get out, and come over here and get into this one, and then go straight down this way. I do need to figure out how far down this goes, and then build another one off to the side and kind of go back and forth all the way down until I can get to my little cart area over here where I have the rail system and stuff, and try that out and see how just efficient that is, or not very efficient at all. Now, there is something I just noticed, and I don't know what happened here. Maybe you guys might have seen exactly what I did. But my 13th dwarf, he died. I think we lost 2 guys there. This is the 13th one. I gave him what I had, but I don't have any armor to give him. All I have is the Chitin armor. Now, I know I got all the iron and the steel and the gold. Not any gold, actually. And took all that apart because I didn't need it anymore. This guy, however, I thought was fully equipped, at least in some stuff. He at least had a silver pickaxe and a silver axe. He doesn't have that anymore, and it's just weird. I know he had mithril boots because all my guys had mithril boots. So I went back down to make sure that somebody hadn't picked it up, or just left it there and then maybe dropped it somewhere else or something like that. I can't find it anywhere on the map, so I don't know what happened to his gear, because I know for sure I did not recycle anything mithril. And he definitely had mithril boots. So we lost that somehow. So I'm going to have to make him a full suit of armor from scratch again. And if I'm going to do it, I'm going to give him something pretty good. I want to give him gold if I can. There is a vein of gold down here to the left that we did find, that we haven't actually gone down and just mined yet. So I definitely want to come down here and grab that real quick, because I think we pretty much mined all the mithril we're probably going to find on this map. But we do have a wave incoming, so I kind of want to go through that wave first, and then I'll come back down here and grab that. There's a lot of stuff I want to do. Most of it's just housekeeping, building the elevators that I should have done a long time ago and put them in the right spot. Making sure my tracks are in order so everything can be moved real smoothly and very quickly. And now the wave is incoming. At some point, I do want to kind of fix this somehow. Maybe just build ladders, but I don't like the placement of it, to be honest, because right here, it goes right next to my Tesla towers, and that's just a horrible, horrible spot. I think I was just trying to find the lowest place that I could up here. And what I could do is, how many spaces am I off? I'm off 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 more places down, it would be just fine. So what I could do is come over here, go down 1, 2, 3, 4. So right here would be perfect. And I can actually do that just so that they might be able to stop with the elevator and build it off to the side. If not, that's going to be a little difficult. I'll have to do the same thing I did over here, which is build my way down. Let's actually go ahead and snag all that water while we have a chance. And you can see a lot of it's just raining straight down here. In fact, it's probably gathering right there. To be honest, though, guys, I don't like the placement of it being this close. I think now that I'm remembering, I'm going to move it over, say, a lot of ways over this way. And it's going to be gone by the time I come back. But that's kind of the rough idea of what I'm going for. I want it to be more over this way. That way when it comes down and lands like right here. That's fine with me. In fact, even farther over would be better, because then those guys could not, parachute in very easily. So that might be something to take into account. So let's put our guys to gather over here. They are all rested. I went ahead and made sure that was a thing. They were ready to go on that one. And the guy who gets here first is in iron, and I think silver, but no gold. All the good stuff, all the good guys with the mithril armor showing up to the party late, which, is something that's going to happen. A dwarf died. Did they knock him off? I bet they knocked him off. I bet that's why he died. I bet he fell down this whole long way after being attacked up there and died. And that just sucks. Who was it? I hope it was the guy with nothing on. I don't think it was, because he's right there. So I lost a really good dwarf. Unbelievable. I need to move this thing. This is just a hazard right where it's at. I don't like that at all. That sucked. Okay. We were losing dwarves when we don't need to be losing them. I mean, we don't ever need to lose dwarves, but this is getting a little ridiculous. Guys, what are you doing up here? I mean, I guess I'll tell you to rally again. I mean, I didn't think you guys would go up there to fight them. I mean, you're very aggressive and stuff, but that's a little ridiculous. Are you guys parachuting down? They sure are. I wish I could get my guys parachutes like in Lemmings. You can give them parachutes, and that would be their skill. I wouldn't mind wasting, you know, a spot for like maybe take out mining, or if you could, I think you can. I think you can give them the potion of like memory wipe, and it will get rid of all their skills. So they start with one, but then you can get them to erase that skill. And I probably would on every single one of them. I'd have the parachutes, and then mining, and then whatever their skill was in fighting. So that would be what I would choose. That sucks that I lost somebody. Okay, guys, did I lose another one? I did lose another one, didn't I? No, don't do that, guys. I clicked on that by accident. Dang it, how did I lose another one? How did you die up here? Oh my god, dude, what is wrong with you? Let me put a few minions down. You guys need help with finding these pieces. There's a guy running away for his life up there. He dies, that's just gonna be a nightmare. These guys, another one? No, it's the same one. And this guy, I don't know if he's running for his life, but he is definitely getting attacked. Take the elevator down, man. Can you not take the elevator? Oh, there you go. He just had to wait for it. Okay, that's fine. And the gargoyles, I love the gargoyles for a lot of different reasons. They are, you know, very easy enemies to kill, but if you don't kill them, they actually turn into statues during the day. They will turn back to gargoyles at night, though, guys. So keep that in mind. Who are they shooting? Oh, they're shooting my own dudes. They're shooting my minions. Stop it. Oh. Maybe that's what happened down below. Maybe my armor is sitting down there somewhere and I have no idea where it is, because these guys are so horrible at their job. They're actually killing my guys. It cost me power to cast. So, guys, unbelievable. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. That is just wrecking my power, guys. That is just... How many minions did they go through? Probably like 7 or 8 right there. And they had a lot more in them. They could have gone a lot more trips without despawning. So be careful with that. Don't tell your minions to pick stuff up during battle, because chances are that's what's going to happen to them. Those little dudes are going to get shot. They're going to get hit. They're going to get destroyed. And you're not going to get your power out of them. I never noticed that. But now that I mean, I've noticed it in the past, but it's just... I've never noticed them get killed that much. Like, once in a while, they'll get hit, but those dudes were just wrecking them, man. Like, they were just kicking the crap out of it. Okay, so that wave is finally done. I am going to come down here. I'm going to get more gold. I'll probably have to use a few more potions to send some more minions down below and just see what they find. Hopefully they will find the armor themselves, because I really, really would like to get that stuff back if I could. But man, I lost some good guys there, guys. That's just... I'm sucking right now, guys. I really am. It's I don't understand. I was doing really, really well there for a little while, but now all of a sudden things are getting very, very difficult. So let's see how we're gonna do this. We're gonna put this right here. Put scaffolding. That's not what I wanted. I wanted scaffolding, but we'll take it, I guess. Hopefully they can use it, and we'll start getting this stuff right here. Hold on a second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Had to cough. But yeah, I'm going to send my guys down here to chop all of this gold away. I think that's pretty much it, unless they discover some more. But let's come down a little bit lower. And it was in the Guardian room where I first got this string of bad luck. So I'm going to cast a couple guys down here and just see where they go. Like, these guys seem a little confused. They don't know, like, well, where am I going? Is there anything nearby? There should be something that they can go after. These guys already see something. There's probably a whole bunch in here that's been building up for a little while that they can kind of pick up. I don't know if these creatures can kill them, but there's a good chance that if my weapons can damage them, there might be other creatures out there that can damage them as well. Although they seem to be left alone. I mean, they don't really seem to be considered, you know, a bad thing. In fact, maybe one of the minions... Oh, they did die if they go into that. Maybe one of my minions left the armor down here, and they could have gotten destroyed that way. So that could be a thing, because those guys did go straight down into it, as if there might be something there. But yeah, I think it probably gets destroyed if there is. So let's see, we need to finish this off as well, so let's put that down. We're going to finish the track, put that so it can connect. Oh, because I haven't put the bridge down yet, that's right. So let's do that right there. And we'll have 7 more, so I need to leave room for 2. There we go. And I need to build some more here in a few minutes. Why will it not build right there? There we go. Let's actually throw a portal down here to get these guys going. And then I'm going to work on building, after they get this gold, I'm going to work on building those elevator units. So that's exactly where I want it. Holy crap, that is a nice vein right here. Gold and silver. If you didn't already have tons of silver, this map is just covered in it, guys. It just has so much that you can just, I don't know. I mean, I don't really know a lot of uses for silver compared to how much we're just getting. Like, you shouldn't probably have, let me hold off on that one. Let's get this up here on the top before we do that. And as I said before, guys, usually I will come through and make these really nice even tunnels and make it look really cool, but when you need the resources and you got a lot of other stuff to do, you can decide just to get the resources. It may not look as pretty, and you can come back later on and make it look even better, but if you need the stuff, you need the stuff. And right now I'm not in a big hurry because I'm not getting destroyed by you know, enemies on top, so it's not something I have to like absolutely have this second. But again, you know, it's with those calls, you have to make it every so often, and you just have to put up with the fact it may not be as pretty. I know when I do TerraTech, I get a lot of replies back on the comment section saying make it symmetrical because it drives people nuts when it's not. You know, if you're one of those people who just absolutely have to have it looking a certain way or it just bugs you to no end, then you may go through the game a little slower, and you may go through the game with a little bit more difficulty because you're not always going to have the time to do that. And I wish you did. I really, really wish you did. On the first few levels, you definitely have more than enough time to build to your heart's content and do whatever it is that you want to do. But then at later times in the game, you're gonna have to bite that bullet and just be like, fine, I'll do without it for now, and I'll go back and add that in later. I'll make it look really cool when I have the time to do it, you know. And you can definitely do that because there's so many items in this game that you really have your choice. I mean, you can use these little lights. They're cheap, but they work. Or you can use the slime torches. They actually add a green effect. I don't know why it won't let me put any torches down here. I hate when it does that. It just seems to bug out, and you have to do it all over again. Otherwise, it just never will do it at all. But yeah, I mean, they all have different effects. They also have one that you can do the scones. You can do the double, scones, or I think there's a chandelier you can put down. There's a lot of different ones you could pick, and that just adds to the overall, coolness of the game that you have those abilities. I can keep going off in this direction. I might find more gold, actually, but I think I'm going to expand the tunnel here. That way when I come back and add tracks, that's going to be a little faster. Before I do any of that, like I said, I'm going to finish the elevator unit on the other side so I can stop using as many of these portals as I have been. That's why I've been going through my powers so quickly. I've seen other people play this game, and they don't use near as much power as I do. In fact, a lot of them don't even use portals at all. And I'm kind of curious to what you guys think. Do you use portals? I mean, is that something that you consider a cheat, or do you consider that part of the game? I think it's part of the game. They put it in there. It's something you have to use sparingly, otherwise you run out fairly quickly. And because of that, why didn't I put these things down here? Again, that drives me freaking nuts. Why sometimes it just decides, nope, not going to do that. Sorry. I got something else better to do. And again, it didn't do these over here on this end either. Let's see, can we build some more tracks? Let's see, how much are tracks? They should not be too terribly expensive if I'm lucky. I can move 15. I need more iron ore, though. Well, let's do the 15. That way we have a little bit more to go with. We have these. Yeah, those are already down, so we're fine with that. May have to build some more carts here in the future, but that should at least get me to where I want to be. And where I want to be is right over here underneath the other elevator units, which is right here. Okay, so I'm going down the right direction. Let's see, we need to come up here and dig down just a little bit more. I don't know how much farther down. It's probably going to be about half of this, probably around right here. Then I'll have to dig over to the side and go straight down again and build another elevator unit. So let me look at that while I have the opportunity. I do have all the resources to build 13 more of these. So let's build 8 more. And I think they just built it automatically. Yeah, they're already done. That's nice. I don't have to wait for it to being built, okay? So as soon as this is done, I can figure out just how far down it's going. And in fact, I should count that just to let you guys know just what the distance is. So this is the first level. I'm not going to count that. I'm going to count the first level right underneath this. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Okay, so it goes down 28 squares. And I can figure that out myself just by doing it all over again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, well, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Yep, right there, guys. So this, unfortunately, is like the worst spot for me to build it because there's no flooring right here. Now I'm going to have to dig into it and add flooring to it, which, you know, I guess is not going to be the end of the world. It's just, you know, one more thing I have to go through before I'm ready to go. I do need to throw some more torches down here. Maybe let's chop that down, put a torch in there, put a torch right there. I need 3 high, so remember that, guys. You need 3 high to be able to do that. Nope, I want dirt.
Uh-oh.
There we go. Let's chop that guy down as well. We got a little bit of iron here. That's definitely nice that I saw that because I do need that. So I'll go ahead and tell them to get that while I have a chance. I don't want that there. Actually, we're going to stop that one. And then I'll build the elevator unit right there. Nice. That's fantastic. Exactly where I want. Chop these leaves down so they don't get in the way. And I'll put some more torches down, say right here. And I'll probably put one more down over here because I'm going to chop that down as well. And I like making these look good. I think at some point, though, what I'm going to do, because I'm having these go back and forth, is I'm going to make this entire shaft, if I have enough resources to do it, made out of the same tile. And it's going to go straight down. It's going to have a nice look to it. It's going to have torches. It's going to look like a station, you know, like almost like Grand Central Station, where it has designs and mosaics in the background. And it goes straight down here. And then where I have the actual rail system, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to add a special look for that. That way, at first glance, when you zoom out of your map, you'll be able to see, oh, there's a shaft going straight down there, and the rail systems are going straight across in a certain way. You don't have to like zoom in, because right now it's kind of hard to see where things are. Oh yeah, you can see the big open space there where the elevator is, but you can't really see where the shaft is. And I kind of want to do that, so it's a little bit easier for that to be used. Can you guys not get up there? I don't think you can, so let's fix that for you. Okay, so how far down? Oh, not very far. Yeah, if it was one over, it'd be a little bit easier, but not very far on that one. Let's see. There's a little bit more gold over here, so let's chop that down. I'll put a little bit of scaffolding here. We definitely got to put some more lights every so often. Coal, I should be getting it because I don't need it, and that's the best time to get it, but I'm not going to take the time to do that. Climber's Book increases your skill moving up vertical mines and cliffs so that you fall less frequently. Now, some of you may want to see more action. I've been doing a lot more of the mining aspect of the game because I did get a viewer request to show that. It had been a while since I really, went back and did, too much of that, because that's really what the beginning of the game is all about. You start digging down, you start looking around, start figuring out where you need to be. But at some point, you finish up with that. It's not really a huge aspect of the game until you start, exploring for even better resources. That guy, I need to give my guys all good stuff again. So I have a few people with just really, really bad gear. Okay, so there's one guy in the mix right here in the middle. You need some good stuff. So I'm going to make you a melee guy. I'm going to give you mithril everything except for a helmet, which kind of sucks that you don't have one of those. You might actually lose pieces when people die. If that's a thing, then that would really drive you to, you know, keep your dudes alive, because this is rough right here, losing this stuff. Okay, we'll put that on there. You definitely need a book, so do we have, yep, we have enough for you and enough for you on that one. We won't have enough for everybody. I definitely know that there's going to be a few people who need some better stuff. Let's see, what do I got in here? Silver, mithril, and iron. That's absolutely horrible. Silver pickaxe and silver axe. What kind of weapon? We're going to make you a wizard, apparently. You're a wizard, Harry. No, is it Archer's book? No, it's mage. Where's the mage? There it is. Mage book and miner's book. There we go. And we definitely need to give you your bag of elixirs. There, you're all set, dude. You are a carpenter, which doesn't... Like, this guy doesn't have a weapon. I lost a weapon out of that whole thing. I lost a mithril weapon. Dang it. And I lost some really good armor, apparently, as well. Because this was not the guy who died earlier, was it? I guess maybe it was. I guess it's the same dude that died earlier. But I'm definitely losing pieces of armor here and there. And that makes no sense unless the enemies are picking it up or doing something with it. I'm still getting kind of screwed on that one. So let's put that down. And then let's make some armor. We need to make a few pieces of gold anyways, just to replace the crappier pieces that we have. We can make some more mithril boots. How many do we need? 2 at least, right? Let me look through that again. I should have be paying closer attention. Okay, so just 1. Oh, I can't cancel it now. So we'll have an extra set for our 14th dwarf, which we will be getting here in about 12 years. So that one's going to waste for a little while. What about you guys? Okay, so helmets I need 1, 2. I need at least 2 helmets for sure. I need a lot more than that, but 2 helmets for sure. Let's do that. Where's my mithril? Yeah, I have been making breastplates more than the helmets, but I think I'm going to make a few helmets because I like the way they look. And it's going to be pretty nice for my guys. So there's 2 helmets being made. And I'll make a few pieces of silver. No, I'm out of steel. Dang it. What about... Can I make a few pieces? I do have enough. So I guess we'll go ahead and do that. And as soon as that's done, we'll go ahead and make a few pieces of that. What about gold? Can I make gold? I think I did have the resources to do that. Let me see. No, that's the steel that I was looking at. Silver takes the same steel too, so might as well go with gold. And let's make the bars while we're at it, because we do have a fair bit of that. And it's going to be nice until we can find more. And I'm working on some other stuff in the meantime. Lights everywhere. Yeah, you guys all have lights. Let me pick up that scaffolding. Actually, let's put some of that scaffolding back down. That way you can actually do that. And, you know, it's going to be at least probably 5 with, or maybe even more. Yeah, because you're going to want to have both of the elevators in there. So I'm going to have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So at least 6, maybe 7. Yeah, probably 7. You know, wide for the elevator shaft going all the way down. So that is going to be a lot of digging. And I might do that off camera if you guys don't want to see that, because it's just really going to be a straight shot down. The only difficulty that's going to entail is the fact that I already have a lot of this open. So for them to dig it, I'm going to have just tons and tons of my scaffolding at this point, because it's just, that's, you know, if I had planned it out that way, I could have dug down evenly. I could have dug down, you know, bit by bit, making sure every row was clear. And I put the tiles down as I was doing it. But not only do I have to clear all this dirt, but then I have to go back and I have to put tiles. So I may show you that, because I do want to show you what tiles I'm using and, you know, how I go about picking which ones I actually ultimately end up with. And this one, I don't mind going too far down to figure out exactly where it is, just so it will show me where I don't have to count 28 every single time. Because, again, I'm just going to be clearing this entire thing out. So it's not like I'm going to have to go back and fill that in. Man, look how much further we have to go, guys. This is a long way down to the bottom. I'm kind of interested to find out how many mine shafts it takes to get down here. We're already at 3 elevator units to get down to this point. We're about to be at our 4th one, and it's not going to take too much longer. I think this is going to get pretty close to where it maxes out. That already looks like it's probably at its max. Let's see, maybe about 2 or 3 more, if we're lucky. What's over here digging? I hear something digging. I don't even see it though. It's right over here. It seems like, yeah. Somebody either somebody or something is digging. It's either one of those little worm dudes, or it's one of the enemies with a pickaxe. There is something I do miss that I haven't seen quite a bit in like, I don't know how long it's been, but I haven't gotten one of those giant worm dudes that usually spawn on the map when you're digging in an area for, you know, for a long period of time and you have a lot of dwarfs there. I've never killed one. I've gotten really, really close to doing it. If you use the staffs that allow you to freeze the target in place, then it's definitely possible. It only stuns him for like a millisecond, but if you have all your units there and you're constantly stunning him again and again and again, and then you have all your other guys doing just massive damage to him, and you yourself might be throwing like fireballs at him or something like that, it is definitely possible to kill that guy. I got, I think, about a heart left on him, and I wasn't doing nearly half of that. So I'm definitely sure you can do it. It's just you have to be ready for it, and you have to have all your dwarves there, and they got to be ready to go. Like, they can't have 50 things that they're doing that they're not willing to stop. Okay, I was going to stop that guy from doing that, but I think I'm going to go over this way. I think this is the right direction that we've been going. You need 3 high, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to start putting some torches down just so that we can see some stuff. Again, right there and right there. You got torches, torches, torches. Let's see. This is the right. Yeah, okay, so we go from left to right, back to left again. Yep, that's the right way. And there's a freaking trap here that keeps coming down with me as we go all the way down. That is eventually going to get destroyed by lava if I don't pick it up. But I think it's fine right where it's at. It's going to stop right there. And if anybody falls down this path, if my enemies knock, or not my enemies, if my friends, my little dwarves here knock anybody down, this is definitely where I want them to fall, right there on that trap and get hurt. Now, before you ask, can you kill an enemy by dropping them from a far distance? The answer is yes and no, depending on what level you're playing on. On the old levels, you did not have a creature that had parachutes. Parachutes are something new that they added. I don't know, to be honest, if they retroactively added them into the old levels. If that is a thing, then definitely, guys, let me know that so I can, you know, share the words with that with people and let them know that, you know, that you're just not going to be able to build those traps anymore. But when I first started playing this game, you know, they did not have parachutes yet, you know, as a feature as far as enemies go. And because of that, they, at the earlier stages, I'm guessing they probably still have it that way. I'm hoping they still have it that way, because I think they should kind of progress you into the game a little bit more difficult, as you go through. But they may not. They may just throw those guys in there, and they may have seen videos like mine or like other people's where we were kind of using the traps to, you know, kill a lot of the enemies. I think, you know, it's a good thing to do that. I think it's, you know, both a positive and a negative, in the sense that, yeah, you're killing the enemies without having to go through the difficulty of killing the enemies, but you're also losing out on the skill level that you would get from killing the enemies with that certain type of weapon. And because of that, I don't really see any reason to kind of nerf it. You know, like, you're costing yourself that ability anyways. You don't really need to be punished for it. You're already kind of punishing yourself by, you know, not taking advantage of the fact that you can level up your dwarves by doing that. You also can get quite a bit of experience from killing enemies that way, so I do kind of understand that aspect of maybe you're cheating in that regard. Again, remember, if you have a dwarf sitting right underneath falling snow or falling sand, it will instantly be turned into harvestable resources. You won't have to actually sit there and harvest it yourself, which is kind of nice. That means you don't have to come over here and chop it down. It saves you time and a lot of effort, actually. So make sure that if you're going to be, you know, chopping down sand, you try to keep your dwarves underneath it as it falls. Now, this guy's probably not going to stay there unless I tell him to come up here. He'll be chopping this thing down, and now the sand's going to fall directly on top of him, and you should be fine. I don't remember if you chop sand that's in the background, whether the sand will fall down the same as it does in the foreground, but it might. It might actually do that. So we'll take a look at that real quick and see if that's a thing. And it did stop right here because I had... Is it going to fall? No, it is not going to fall. Yeah, we definitely need to get rid of this right here. Come on, get over here, get over here. Get off your butt. It's going to get... Oh, dang it. I don't know if it eats that iron or that silver that was there. We'll see here in a second when it chops it down. No, it's still there. Okay, so you didn't lose any of that. It's just kind of scares you. It hides it. It hides it for sure. So if you're not sure, you know, where it was. Actually, this thing went all the way down. Wow, nice, fantastic. It would be great if this was the end of the line, but I don't want to add any more than I absolutely have to. So I'm going to make sure that these go all the way down as far as possible before I add another one, because it's going to be long enough as it is. I'm going to go through quite a few of these, and they're not exactly cheap. I mean, they're not using anything fantastic. They're not using, you know, a buttload of resources, but I definitely don't want to waste it either. You know, like I want to make sure I use as much of my resources in the best possible way that I possibly can. Okay, you are not even doing anything right now. I don't know what you're doing. Let me put a portal down here to help with that. This is the perfect time to allow my power to recuperate, but, you know, I'm addicted to portals. I'm addicted to scaffolding, and so, you know, that's just one of the things we have to deal with on mine. Let's actually build a little bit more scaffolding, because, as I said, I'm going to be going through a crap ton of it when it comes to building this shaft. How many can we do? Yeah, we're going to have to do more planks. How many planks do we have? Oh, we can build a whole bunch more of those. That's going to take them some time, and this is the perfect time to do it, because I only have 1 or 2 dwarves actually doing anything right now, chopping this down. So the other guys were just kind of chilling over there doing absolutely nothing at the moment, and I can't allow that to happen for very long. But guys, I think this is going to be the perfect place to end the episode. Again, I want to thank you all for watching. If you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. Definitely helps grow the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. I'll probably be filming 2, maybe 3 more of these episodes today. And then, you know, hopefully the ones after that will be with the new patch. So if you're waiting for those as much as I am, this is, it's going to be a little bit longer, but we're definitely going to get there. I love it how it always ends right where, you know, there's a floor to build. But that's all right, because this is going to be right where I need to build it anyways. And it's going to go straight down. So I'm perfectly fine with that. But again, guys, until next time,